In this video, we'll understand about how do we construct the control limits for using a P chart. The question is, a company manufactures a single product on mass production basis. At some intermediate point of production line, 15 samples of size 50 each have been taken. Tubes within each sample were classified into good or bad. The related data are given in the following table. Construct a P chart with the 3 sigma limit and comment on the process. So the data given having 15 samples, and then in each sample, how many defective tubes were found, that is also being given. So it is clearly said that the size of 50 each, that means the sample size small n is 50. And we calculate here P values, which is nothing but proportion defective values. How each one is calculated? The defective tubes, that is 10 divided by the sample size 50. Likewise here, if we take 4 divided by 50, we get 0.08. Likewise, for each of the sample number, proportion defectives are calculated. That is P values are calculated. Then finally, we add all the proportion defective to arrive at 2.26. We now calculate P bar, which is nothing but summation of all this P, which is 2.26 divided by K. K is nothing but the number of samples. So we get P bar as 2.26 divided by 15, which is 0.15. Now the control limits for P will be upper control limit, which is UCL suffix P, and that is given as P bar plus 3 times square root of P bar into 1 minus P bar divided by N. Substituting all the values, we get the upper control limit as 0.301. Then lower control limit, which is LCL suffix P, and that will be P bar minus 3 times square root of P bar into 1 minus P bar by N. And substituting the values, we get approximately 0. Central line is nothing but P bar, which we already calculated it as 0.15. Now we can draw the graph having our x-axis as the sample numbers, and the y-axis will have the P values, and then plotting all these values, 0.2, 0.2, 0.18, and all up to 0.18. So we get a graph like this, and then we draw the UCL, that is upper control limit, at 0.301. Lower control limit, we know it is 0 only. Central line, we know it is 0.15. So we may notice that all the points, whatever is being plotted, it is within the UCL and LCL. So we can interpret that the process is well within the control.